Welcome, my friends, aboard the Dawn Treader. As King of Narnia, it is my privilege to invite you to explore this magnificent ship. Now you can discover how the many creatures of Narnia united to build the finest vessel in our history. To start your visit, select any section of the ship from the list, and your journey will begin. You now stand on the main deck of the Dawn Treader. It was here that our crew bravely fought and defeated the great sea serpent. The main deck has also been a place of celebration and sport, and a fine place to practice fencing. Look upwards towards the bow of the ship. There you can see the forecastle, where navigators can map the stars and chart a course. You can also see the mighty dragon's head, which the fauns carved out of applewood harvested from apple trees. Applewood was also used for many of the ship's wood carvings and in its planking. And beneath those planks, underneath your feet, is the Orum, which you may also choose to visit. At the base of the forecastle, you'll see the ship's bell. It's held up by two wood-carved fauns.
Arm yourselves!
Underneath the forecastle is the ship's armory, where we keep swords, bows, and crossbows to defend ourselves. In uncharted waters, one can never be too ready. In the center of the main deck, you'll see the ship's main mast. Its design was inspired by the lamppost where Queen Lucy met the faun Mr. Tumnus during her first visit to Narnia. Here on the main deck, you'll also find a number of lines used for rigging the ship. The rigging was done by mice, who were guided by the indefatigable Reapercheap. As you turn towards the stern, you can see the entrance to the royal stateroom. Welcome to my stateroom, an area which only a handful of the crew may enter. It also serves as my private quarters, although I gladly moved below when Queen Lucy came aboard.
Aslan.
The cabinets in the stateroom contain some of Narnia's greatest treasures. King Peter's sword, Queen Susan's bow and arrows, Queen Lucy's dagger and cordial, and King Edmund's magical torch.
Thanks.
You are now standing on the Dawn Treader's poop deck, where Captain Drinian can watch over his crew on the main deck and steer the ship using the giant wooden wheel. Look closely. You'll see the wheel is held up by two carved fish and holds the great Aslan's head in the center.
All right, back to work.
The serpentine ironwork on the sides of the poop deck was done by dwarves, who are the smiths of Narnia. You are now inside the map room, where I've charted many of my adventures aboard the Dawn Treader. As you see, the room is adorned with elaborate maps, each featuring a different area of Narnia. Here inside the map room, you'll find drawings and sketches of the 7 Lords of Telmar, who inspired the Dawn Treader's great journey. The Orum is one of the most important areas of the ship. It's here that the men and mighty Minotaurs handle rowing duties to power the vessel when the wind fails her.
To your rowing positions!
The Orum is built using wood from Narnia's oak trees, which possess a rare protective quality.
Pull! Put your back into it!
Alas, I must take leave of you now to address matters of state. Farewell until we meet again. I hope you've enjoyed your visit to Narnia and your time aboard the Dawn Treader.